Hello, it's Sunday, April 21, 2024. We are at Black Rock State Park. I'm about to go to the visitor center. I just came up the hill here. This is the highest point. It's about 1 in the afternoon and we are in the clouds. And wow, what a ride it was getting up this hill with the bus. Full throttle, first gear for about a half an hour. Jesus, going down is going to be interesting. All right, we got to check in here, and I hope I can get some of the video from my dash cam in the bus for that ride up the hill. Okay, here we go. Let's go check in. Whew, okay, we just came from that way, fresh from the visitor center. We're gonna get some better video tomorrow. Here's our campsite. Yeah, it's really nice here, man. We're gonna unhook the tow dolly from the car. We had to unhook the car and the tow dolly and all that so we could back the bus up into the spot. It's not a drive-through, unfortunately, but it's fine. I'm not gonna do this tonight. We're gonna get some boards, my leveling boards out, and block the wheels so we can unhook this. That way tomorrow we can go for an excursion. Really nice little park bench. There's like bears. So there's bear hanging set up, like a food net hanging thing or whatever that you can hang your stuff. We got 30 amps. The guy, the camp host, was telling me they're going to be doing some upgrades here pretty soon because they only got 30 amps, which is fine with me since we only use about 7.5. All right, look at this, man. Oh, look, there's some firewood down there I could commandeer if I felt like working that hard. Oh, right here too, there's a log. Everything's soaking wet though. Wow, good old Hakuna. She did her job, working hard getting up that hill. Oh my gosh. All right, so we got to get this stuff in order. Time to eat. We got Carol's sausage, medium, going here. That's going to be my sausage burger with some tomato, ketchup and mayo probably on the bread. Let's see, I think we have rye here. Yep. And Barbara is having grits because she's got a toothache. Poor thing. Oh, it's starting to clear up really nice. It's almost 6:30 in the evening. Barbara's cooking dinner. We got some neighbors, new neighbors, pulling in. We're doing, let me mention this. It's going to get really chilly tonight. It's going to be close to freezing. Maybe 34 degrees or so. So we're putting on our reflectix that we have left. I've got a piece that can go across these windows here, but we're not as happy as with this as we used to be. I mean, they worked great for Florida to keep the heat out, but we're trying something different. If you notice, the windows sweat a lot on the inside, and with the reflectix, it helps prevent that. And so what we're doing new now, let me back up. The reflectix that we had for the other side of the bus that covers these 4 windows and the bedroom window back there, were on for many months at a time, and this stuff doesn't hold up to sunlight. The sun just ate it up, and so we threw them away, and we're trying something new. We're putting the reflectix on the inside, which you can maybe see right there. And if you notice, there's no sweat on the glass. None of these have sweat on them. Let me show you what we got. Let's see how this one's doing, just out of curiosity. Yeah, I don't see any sweat on the glass. And this one here, look at the back. I mean, it's like dripping with sweat. And what it is the Reflectix that we have here is just like a curtain. It's just laying across there. It's not snug around the perimeter of the window frame. So I don't know what I'm gonna do there. I don't like the fact that it sweats and drips water down. All the windows frames are all caulked in and everything. But how's this one doing? Yeah, I don't see any. That's the screen that I see there. Can't see it good enough. There's too much glare. But anyway, so we're taking the. Actually, I need to bring this back in the bus. This roll, because I want to make one more. I think I like it better now with the Reflectix on the inside, so you can put them on and take them off when you're in the bus, and you don't need a ladder because this is too high. So we're gonna try that for a while. I got one, maybe I'll make two more. If I can make two more out of this. I'll start with this bedroom window, but on the other side, since we still have this piece right here on the outside that's getting us going. I don't think I've got enough here to make two for the bedroom. But enough of that. What a nice place. The camp host was telling me that the hot water in the shower is really hot, like a sauna. So we'll be taking hot showers tonight. We don't have that much water left in the bus. I'd have to hook up, and we just haven't yet. But there's some steep grades here, man. This is, I guess, a sign for the camp host. It's got this little deck. Man, what a view. Okay, we went for a day trip today to get my brides to the dentist, and we're on the way back to Black Rock, and I'm going to try to get a decent recording of the drive up the mountain. We just got off the highway about 2 minutes ago, so this is the very beginning of the ride. In a car, this is piece of cake, really. And you know, if you got a pickup truck, camper, or whatever, a little bit of a haul. In the bus, it was brutal, man. We had it in first gear, right here, all the way to the top, full throttle. Doing about 15, I think. It was all she would do. All 210 horsepower. There's someone behind me right now, so I can't go any slower. I'm doing about 25 right now. Some of the turns are pretty wild here, man. Nice healthy drop off on the right side. We were pulling the car on the tow dolly, and I was really, my biggest concern was running off the edge with the tow dolly wheels. Like, it's right there. That's a pretty rough little drop off, because that would easily blow a tire on the tow dolly. And we do have a spare for the tow dolly, but it's not in great shape. Alright. We're going to take a detour. This is where the visitor center is. We had to come here to check in. So when we got to our campsite, we unhooked the car and got settled, and then I drove the car this way to the visitor center, because I guess it's not a thing anymore to keep people at the entrance in that little shack. They just have you drive over to the visitor center. Okay, so the altitude is actually, you know what? I think I'm lost actually. I don't know where I'm going. Turns and then I'll know. I'm just going by memory here. I think we might be just going to the campgrounds actually. Welcome to Black Rock Mountain. Please heed park regulations. Actually a very easy, pleasant drive in the car. To the campgrounds. Well, anyway, back there's a left fork and a right fork that you take. The left one takes you to the campground, and the right one takes you to the visitor center. Yeah, this is campground. So we are definitely going to be using first gear to go down this grade. Alright, it says left turn for campground. Maybe this is where the fork is, the left and the right. Yes. So, I guess you want to go to the visitor center and see it? No? Not feeling up to it. Alright, so we're just going to go back to camp. The falls up here, the guy said, is really not falls. It's just a bunch of rocks with some water dripping down. If you want to see some falls, we have to get in the car and go somewhere. at the bears. Man, this place is still closed.
That's not where you went to.
No, I went to the visitor center where I just told you a minute ago that we would go, and you said you didn't want to go, so we didn't go. So the speed bumps here, they put them at an angle, which is like killer when you're in the bus. It really shakes up everything. The bathrooms are heated, nice and hot. The water is nice and hot for taking a shower. It was a very pleasant experience in there last night when I took my shower, that is. So these campsites are really nice here. I don't think they have any of them that are pull-throughs. This is a pretty narrow road here. Here's another one of these angled speed bumps. Jesus, man. Wham, wham. I mean, if you don't have your stuff tied down, it's gonna go flying off the shelves when you go over those things. Okay, so this is it's pretty tight with the bus coming up here. There's a nice looking casita. Wheel chocks required. The guy at the visitor center said you really need to be careful with bears here because they're around and you got to follow their rules on food storage and all that stuff. And if you see one, they would appreciate it if you call and let them know that you saw one, just so that they know. And killer speed bump, blah, blah, blah. All right, we're getting close to Hakuna. So we're right across from this restroom shower. There she is. Honey, we're home. These are the bear-proof garbage enclosures, I guess you call it. Nothing special to see here. Oh, I've been bouncing around talking to people. Wow, there's something right in the bush right here. Soon when I talked, it scurried and it sounded bigger than a squirrel. I kind of freaked out about the bear thing. Anyway, we're gonna go over here to whatever this observation point is. It's right up there. Okay. Not the Hala overlook. I know you guys. All right.
Making your video?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I won't talk.
You can talk. I already forgot your names.
Oh, Sherry and Tony.
Sari and Tony. Wow, that is pretty.
Sitting here listening to chickens crowing. Dogs bark, chickens crow. Sounds just like he's right here. He's just right down the hill a little bit, I'm sure.
I'll be darned. Huh. Well, that was a nice chat with Sherry and Tony back there. I'm heading back to Hakuna. This is actually the way out. And, you know, these roads are kind of tight. But, I don't know. I guess I was a little bit nervous to get here. We got here. Now I'm a little bit nervous to leave. Downhill is going to be, I think, more scary than the uphill. We'll be fine. we're gonna actually go down with the car not connected, just for a little bit of extra safety measure, I guess you would call it. Less concerned of having something go wrong on the way down. All right, I'm gonna record some of this. Our front mud flaps are really close to the ground, and occasionally they scrape. So if you hear that scraping sound, most likely I'm not running into something. I found out yesterday that the bus dash cam is a piece of junk. It does record, but it does it in like time-lapse speed, so everything is fast. Okay, one of these sideways speed bumps, angled speed bump, I guess I should say. I don't have the electrical power cord. Well, let me back up a little bit. I got the tow dolly on the back of the bus, but Barbara's driving behind me, just so I've got a little bit less mass here that I'm trying to stop going downhill. And I got the tow dolly on the bus, so Barbara doesn't have to think about that, because she's a little apprehensive about doing the whole downshift thing. And I don't want to give her anything else to think about. And so on the tow dolly, I don't have the electric cord plugged in, because the electric brakes would be locking up. Alright. We made it out of the campsite area. Low gear. Let's see how this goes. So we're going to pay attention to our RPM and not overspeed the engine. Visitor center where we had to check in is up the hill on the going left. That's a mud flap. Okay, I could see this being very manageable if we go this speed, which is about 10 miles an hour in first gear. because we may have traffic and I don't want to be distracted. Okay, so this little residence, defunct residence here, right at the exit of the park, had a nice little flat spot. So we're past the majority of the really steep grades. And I thought, what the heck, we'll just hook the car up here and we should be fine.